So, I'm just going to start with a small scripture that I found in the Bible. I mean, obviously the spiritual part, the pastor's going to take care of. But I found the scripture and it said, spend your time and energy in training yourself for spiritual fitness. So, everything I'm going to talk about now is about the physical, but obviously the spirit comes first, yes, we all know. So physical, it says in the Bible, physical exercise has some value, okay? It didn't say it's for nothing, it says it has some value. Now, I looked up the word some, and some is being an unspecified amount or number. So that means it could be a lot or it could be a little bit. But it was mentioned in the Bible, physical exercise has some value. Okay, so let's get physical, I guess. Alright, so, the obvious facts about training. That we are made, okay, so if you notice, we were made full of vitality. If you see children, especially, let's say when we're here at church, the children are running around and kids in the street, they're full of vitality. We were made with vitality. But it seems as we grow older, and with today's lifestyles, our vitality diminishes. Therefore, if our vitality diminishes, we become lazier and want to do things less often. So as we mature, we end up doing less and less until we barely do anything. Finally, we lose all our vitality. Vitality is very, very, I think it's what drives you to do things, to get off the seat, to get out of the house, and to do stuff. And as we were born with it, we want to keep it. Also in the Bible it says here, in 1 Corinthians 3:6 and 1, it says, 3:6, sorry. I have planted, this is Paul, and Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. It was Paul's work given him to plant the seed of the kingdom. It was the work of Apollos to afterwards water or cultivate the Christian plants which had come forth. But God has given growth, gave the seed its vitality. So I think he's talking about us being the seed. He gave us our vitality, and the plant its life. So I think that vitality is very, very important. You can have it all the way through your life. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. And I'm going to get to that. With training, with physical exercise, either whatever it is, even a sport, it doesn't have to be in the gym. You can just do a sport, and sport will keep your vitality alive. So, okay, so vitality, the definition of vitality, the peculiarity, distinguishing the living from the non-living, the capacity to live and develop, also physical or mental vigor, especially when highly developed, and power for enduring. Okay, that's the definition of vitality. Now, to be honest with you, I'm 48 years old. I've always kept healthy. I've always kept active, not healthy. I've never done a diet in my life. Never. Anything I wanted to eat, I've eaten. Even till today, I eat whatever I want to eat. I don't exaggerate, but if I feel like ice cream, or if I feel like this, I feel like that, if I want my cake, I have my cake, everything. I have never had a diet in my life. Maybe I've been lucky. I was never overweight. I was born and bred in Australia. I spent 22 years in Australia, so when we grew up in Australia, it was a lot of running around, a lot of walking to school and walking back. Unfortunately in Malta, a lot of children get picked up from the front door, dropped off to school, and dropped off and picked up like that. We used to walk 20 minutes every day to school and 20 minutes after school back home. That was a whole primary school. That's a whole 6 years of our lives, and then high school. Vitality. I own a gym, so it makes life easier for me to train. I own a gym, I live in a gym, so it's easier for me to train. Sometimes it's harder for me to train. It's like sometimes you don't want to do the work you do because you're at work. I am fitter today at 48 than I ever was in my younger ages. So I can train. I train with my son. My son is 23 years old. John is 31, I train with John. I can beat John, and when I beat him, I let him know it. Because it's a big competition between me and him. And John is 31. And John is an American. He's done 12 years of gymnastics. So he's very strong, very competitive. That's why when I beat him, I make sure he knows it. But he beats me a lot, I must admit. But it's great fun. So what I'm saying, so what we said before, there's nothing to do with that age. I mean, if you go biblically, Adam and Abraham, I think at the age of 80, or I don't know how old they walked. I don't know how far they walked. I was watching the Roman Empire, the Roman Empire. They walked from Rome to Germany, carrying their shields and their armor, the Roman Legion, walking. So we were made, we could walk to Melilla and back. But unfortunately, today's lifestyle, it's too much of a hassle. It's a hassle to drive to Melilla, let alone to walk anywhere. Yeah, and a lot of us, maybe, let's say for example, you live in Slima and you work in St. Julian's. People will drive there. They will drive there or catch a bus. Why not walk it? We are so lucky here in Malta that everything is so close that we can walk a lot more than we do. But I think we've become lazier than people who live in bigger countries. Because we just become lazy. We become very, very lazy. And unfortunately our children are suffering because of computer games and TV and stuff like this, so they're losing their vitality a lot earlier than we ever did. I mean, I sit in coffee shops and I sit in restaurants, you see children like this. So their shoulders are bent, they're like this. Parents are drinking the coffee, the kids are like this. It's very sad to see, very, very sad. I remember when we were kids, our parents would take us to picnics. As soon as we get there, we're gone. We come back for lunch, bang, we're gone again for the whole day. They wouldn't even see us. That was a different lifestyle. So anyway, if you have children, put them into sports. And it doesn't matter if they cry, I don't want to go, you just grab them, and you take them, and you take them, and you take them. Because they need to go. It's going to be easy for them to say, no, I don't feel like going. And then, while they're doing their sport, you can do the same. Either do the same sport or go for a walk. As we mentioned before, walking like this. Hey, what happened? That is not exercise. That is not exercise. And then you see everybody thinking they're doing. No. If you want to walk, put the phone, get rid of the phone. Get rid of the phone and walk fast. And then say to yourself, from this lamppost to that lamppost, I'm going to run. And then if you get tired, walk to the next lamppost. And then jog to the next one. And then run to the next one. So you're going to increase your heart rate and lower your heart rate. Increase your heart rate and lower your heart rate. And that's why you lose fat. And plus, you get the heart working, the heart pumping, all your veins working, your liver, your kidney, everything alive. If you don't train, all your internals are going to shrink on you. Because you're not using them. You don't need them. Your body will say, you don't need me, then don't use me. Then I don't need to grow, you know? An example. You break a leg or you break an arm. You put that arm or that leg in plaster. Give it 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later. What happens to the muscle? It deteriorates. Because the body doesn't need it. The body is not working, so the body doesn't need it. So, and sometimes the other side gets stronger because you're lifting up, you're pulling up. So the same with your internals. If you're not going to use them, as in running and exercising, you know, making that heart beat, getting that blood rushing through those veins, making that liver pump, and making those kidneys breathe and those lungs go, they're just going to shrink on you. I've seen people at my gym who are half my age, and I'll tell you something, they can barely move. They don't do any sport, they come in, after 2 minutes, 1 minute of exercises, they're already gone. They're already most feeling dizzy because of the blood pressure and the different, getting out of their comfort zone. Bear in mind, getting up and going to work, washing yourself, sitting in the car, that is not exercise. If you're standing up all day at work, that is not exercise because you're inside your comfort zone. This is what you've taught your body to do, and that's all it's going to do. If you don't step outside your comfort zone, you're not going to exercise. Okay? So, healthy living, obviously no smoking, regular exercise, just like our spirit. If you don't, for me, if I don't read, if I don't learn, if I don't come to church, I don't exercise my spirit. Before I came here, I was a Christian, but the more I come here, the more I exercise my spirit, I think the better I become. It's the same with the body. Same with you've got to give it what to do and it will take it. And also, this thing, I'm too tired, it's during another day at work, I'm too tired, I'm too tired, it's been a hard day at work, I don't feel like. I'll tell you something, that's the time you need to train, when you don't feel like. Because when you're tired, you remain tired. When you train, you wake up. You wake up. I've seen people come to my gym, oh, no, I don't feel like. Trust me, do the workout. And after they do the workout, they walk out of there. They walk out of there like this. Oh, I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad I came. It's happened to me as well. I go, look, okay, it's Friday morning. I've been training all week. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got to take people running and swimming and jumping and things. As soon as I get out there, I don't even know what I'm going to do sometimes, but as soon as I get out there, we say pray, and then I'm off. And then after that, 1 hour of running, jumping, swimming, exercising, it gives me the energy for the rest of the day. And we finish work at 8:30 at night. So from 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night is not always trained, but it's work. It's being active. It's around. It's being up. But that workout in the morning gives me energy and vitality for the rest of the day. So if you're feeling tired and lazy, that's when to go and train. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how you can train. Okay? You don't need to go to a gym. You don't need to spend any money. You just need time. And we can start off with 10 minutes. I don't care if you start off with 3 minutes. You can start from 3 minutes. Because what happens is, once you start to train, then before you know it, you want to do more. You just, that was easy, because you get into your comfort zone. If I tell you, okay, you're going to train for 3 minutes today. Then tomorrow you're going to train for 3 minutes. Tomorrow, no, you're going to say to yourself, I want to train for 4. And before you know it, it's 5, and then it's 10, and it's 15, and before you know it, you're doing a whole hour workout. And you feel great. You feel great. So I've got a list of exercises here, which I've made photocopies. So just so you remember, then you can look them up on the internet if you forget what they are. Okay. So what we've learned in finance now. It's called interval training. Dr. Tabata created it. It's called interval training, where you train for like 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Okay? So basically, you have to spend a bit. You don't have to spend. This is a gym box. It's a little timer. It's like about 10, 15 euros on the internet. You don't need it, but it makes life easier. You can clip it on you. You set it up for 2010. So basically, you train. The best system they found was 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, you do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds. And you do different exercises. So basically, I'm going to give you a workout. Okay? So pass this around. Does anyone want?
Can you get it, please?
So, if you want to work out, the best way to do it is just say, let's say you want to wake up in the morning. Let's just do a 3, 4, and 12. So we start off with a 15-minute workout. So in the morning, if you were to wake up 15 minutes earlier, first of all, you get up earlier so you can pray, and then add another 15 minutes to that early morning so you can do these exercises, all right? It's just a start. This is the seed. Then you can water it and you can make a plant out of the seed. So obviously when you wake up, you just do a bit of a warm-up. I like to just, start from the ground up, just simple stuff like this. Just relaxing the joints, ankle, knee, hip, then change legs, simple as that. Then just give a couple of rotations, okay? One way, the other way. Then I like to twist, there, just waking up the body, yeah? This, that. Roll your shoulders. Other way. Bring them up. Bring the chest up and the shoulders back. And give it a couple of twists on the neck. Up and down. Alright? That's a bit of a warm-up. Now, what I like to do as well, this is a really good exercise. We're going to do this. Another 10 euros, nothing. This, it's not very hard. It starts very hard, but it's very, that's how easy it is. All right, at first you're going to go like this. You're going to do it, or else. For sure. I've seen it. All it is this. Now what am I doing? I have coordinated my eyes, my ears, my hands, and my feet all together. So, that means there's a lack of coordination when you can't do this. Very, or it's double. We'll do this for 3 minutes. And relax. You have the timer going on, 20 seconds. 10. Catch my breath. 20. 10. Alright? 3 minutes. It's over. Very good exercise. Got all my body working. 10 euros. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in your balcony, you can do it on the roof, you go on the beach, you can travel with this. You can take it anywhere. You can go for a walk. We have beautiful beaches anywhere in the park. Doesn't matter who's looking. It really doesn't matter. You see foreigners going like this, doing their chai cheese. And we're worried about skipping. Don't worry about the people. As they're probably saying, oh, I wish I could do that. Easy. Okay? Skipping rope. Wonderful exercise. Plus, when you coordinate eyes, ears, hands and feet together, as we mature, it helps with your balance. So, funny enough, instead of falling with this, because you're coordinated, you'll be fine. Because a friend of mine recently, in her own home, she fell down her own step in her own home. And she's only young, so what I'm trying to say is that you're coordinated. You will save yourselves. A lot of elderly people fall and break a hip because there's no more coordination anymore. This will keep you intact. If people can't do this, they just can't do it because they're not coordinated. And when you get it, you're going to say, oh, man, that's easy. Why did it take you so long? And that's a great exercise. You can do it if you have little children. You got the little baby there. Yeah. Hey, you can be training for the baby. Simple like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. There, all right. So this is a really good tool. And in America, every single sport, they learn how to skip. A little Korean boy came to the gym, 7 years old. And we said, can you skip? He said, can you skip? He said, okay, it's time to skip now. And he was skipping backwards, sideways, and we were like this. 7-year-old Korean, because they use it in all sports. I said American, but even this one Korean. Okay, so now we're going to go to the body weight exercises. You need no money, need no nothing. All you need is 1 square meter, 2 square meters. Okay, on the exercise, there's a burpee, yes? Okay, burpee, I don't know if anyone, it's easy. It's down, out, in, and up. Down, out, in, up. And if you do a few of these in a short time, they become much more taxing on the body. Yeah? Yes, what you can do, push up, burpee, push up, burpee, and grab your hands. You can do so many more. Whereas down, out, open, close, push, up, up. They become endless.
We start from you. And start going from, why are you looking back? You start going like that, eh? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, they're burpees. Remember, 20-10, you put this on, or you put your timer, 20 seconds, up and down, 10 seconds rest. Now this is very important as well, a squat. A squat is, your feet are shoulder width apart, and you're just going to sit down. You do it every day. You do it to sit down, you do it when you go to the bathroom. But what will happen is you will do this. Like this, that's what you're going to do if you try it. It's not bad. If you need help, put the chair behind you and sit. And sit. it's ideal for the muscles. What do they call those? I forgot. The muscles that join your top part of the body to the bottom part. No, it's a mental block. Anyway, you have the muscles that attach the top part of your body to your femurs, okay? I forgot that name. Anyway, alright, anyway, the muscles inside here, they're not your core. So we'll basically squat. You sit down and lift. Sit down and lift. Don't go like this, because it doesn't work, that hurts. You have to sit back, so squat. Don't forget, all of these you can find on the internet. But I put them in together, and I'll show what I mean later. Then, you've got mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, easy. Hands down, knees down there. Okay? That's a mountain climber, so I don't keep it too long. Lunges, simple. Step forward, down. Okay? And down. Just think you're doing this for 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Later on, when you get better, you don't even have to rest. You go from one to another, which will give you a nice 8-minute straight workout. These are lunges. Then you're going to go star jumps.
These are all developed muscles.
Full body. Full body. And you develop your tendons, your muscles, and the flexibility, and being loose. Your heart is working. Everything is working. Then we'll do a bicycle, which is on the ground for your abs. It's just this, then, working all your abdominal muscles. And when you get off the floor, try and get up with no hands. And then plank, simple. Plank is like this. Just sitting like that. So you're working here, and you're there. Okay? So, the idea would be, you put those 8 exercises together. You put the timer on for 2010, and you do them one after another. And it'll be 8 minutes. So what am I saying? It's 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 minutes. 8 minutes is the other. So, in 4 minutes, if we were to do it all right now, you see that now, if you can only do 3 burpees in 20 seconds, it doesn't matter. Today you'll do 3, tomorrow you'll do 4. But you build it up. And the fitter you become, the more you do, the harder the intensity becomes of the workout. At first you just might go, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. At least you're doing it. Because then before you know it, you jump. Yeah. That's it. 20 seconds, 10 seconds break. Alright? Shall we all do it?
Yes.
Yes?
Shall
we do a 4-minute workout? We have 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Shall we? Who wants to do it? Come. Let's do it. 4 minutes. So you'll see what I mean.